No.
We're here live for the Tigger Report.
Dear John Adams, tell me your role after America won its independence from England.
Well, Tigger, that is a great question. I was selected to serve as Vice President of the United States of America. During this time, I didn't have any effect towards George Washington and had very little impact towards decisions that will further affect America.
Very good. Dear Mr. Adams, how do you feel about Jefferson's newspaper article about you being a perpetrator of heresies?
Well, Tigger, I accept Jefferson's account of what had happened, but I allow that the printer had sown the seeds of more evils than he could ever atone for.
Dear Mr. Adams, how do you feel about slavery, and does patriotism still mean anything to you?
Very interesting question. A man by the name of James Warren told me something interesting. Money is all that matters anymore. Patriotism is ridiculed. I believe that slavery is a business, and being a slave owner is now considered patriotic.
Mr. Adams, what is your reaction to being selected as the first Vice President of the United States?
That is a great question. When I was selected as Vice President, I initially was disappointed because I wasn't elected as the President of the United States. But I learned to accept my Vice Presidency, and I believe I served as one of the greatest Vice Presidents the United States has had in its time.
How do you feel about not being paid for your job?
Well, as a middle-ranked man, the idea of not being paid for my job is a very problematic issue that affects everyday situations of my daily life. For instance, how am I supposed to sustain a comfortable life living in the expensive state of New York when I am bringing in a moderate amount of income?
No.
Bye!
Bye.
Wave bye! Wave, Gavin, bye!
Here, I'll do this. What is your reaction of being the first